Hi, in the last video we introduced how to adapt your terrain height with the decision node. And in this video we are going to continue from the previous one and continue introduced how to adapt your agents with the terrain shape for making them 100% match the shape of the terrain. Also, let's first open our example and the sample 15, pretty much from the previous we saved it. When we place our agents, you can see that the agents can only adapt the height, but you can see that there's a lot of the problem when the rotations. The correct rotation should be like this, something like this. But now it's not correct. So we need to do some of the modification on this logic. We need to add some of them. The first logic we need to add is if the right terrain is higher, we need to roll to the left. So let's first see our example. You can see that if the line is terrain, if the right hand side is higher, so that means we need to roll to the left, and then we finally get this result. So this is correct result. This is correct result. We roll to the left. So let's create this kind of logic. Higher right, roll left. Okay, and let's fill the input, the terrain. A higher terrain on right. At this condition, we need to roll to the left. So we have this output decision, roll to the left at speed, for example, 120 degrees per second. And let's create another one. Higher left, roll right. So these are two symmetrical decisions. We need to fill the symmetric setup here. Higher terrain on left, and roll to the right. You can see that they are symmetrical. The higher terrain on right, roll left. Higher terrain on left, roll right at speed, also 120. This should be the same and symmetrical. We also need some of the physiological, because this is degree, feel like 30. Let's play back some of the simulation. You can see that some of the agent is try to adapt the left and the right side of that, but please notice the front and the back is not correct yet. We need to continue fill the logic and make them the better. At this time, we needed to fill the front and the back the higher or lower. Let's first create a new one. If you think you are in the uphill, you need to rotate up. So terrain, I'm on the terrain uphill. I need to rotate up at speed of 120. And for the symmetrical one, downhill, rotate down. Okay, and here we needed to fill the terrain, and on terrain downhill, and rotate down. Just follow the terrain. Rotate down at speed 120. We also need some of the fuzzy value here for avoiding the popping result. Okay, this is done. With these 6 logic here, our agents can perfectly match the terrain shape. Let's play back the simulation. You can see that this is perfectly good, and all of them is matching the terrain shape. So with this type of a fuzzy logic setup, you can do anything in the MyArmy. This is only the work with the terrain, and of course you can work with a lot of things. We are going to introduce them later in the following over 100 the video tutorials. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.